The next panel is Thomas Lyman, Catherine Bach, Blake Harley, Theresa Cooper, Melanie Roth, Francis Wayland. They will be followed by the next group, Sheridan Wade, Vicki Laymeyer, Diane Costa, Grace Shimani, Patty Wells, and Alana Strong. Okay, somebody's missing here. Thomas Wyman?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
My name is Thomas Wyman, and I'm from Abilene, Texas, and I'm supporting the bill. There's just so much that I can only fit into 2 minutes, y'all know. And the basis of it is, I was supposed to be aborted. I was born out of wedlock. And the only thing that stopped my mom from aborting me in 1990 was the fact that my grandmother stepped up and looked her in the face and said, do not abort him. He's going to grow up to be a leader. He's going to lead his generation. And he's going to stand up and fight for what's right. And from that second on is what brought me here today to where I'm sitting now. And I've also seen other things happen too with my mom. I have a half-brother and another half-brother that lives somewhere else that she gave up for direct adoption. And there's just so many options out there outside of abortion. I mean, I can understand if the woman is at risk, at serious risk, there's exceptions to every rule. You know, I won't support putting a woman at risk in order to have a chance to have a newborn life. But I do support giving every single individual a fighting chance at this life. Because as it was said before, it's a trickle effect, you know. You can start with one person and that can lead into somebody else's life, and that can pour into love into somebody else's life, and before you know it, this world could be changed just from a couple of generations down the line. And that's my stance on it.
Thank you. Catherine Bach?
Hi. Thank you all for allowing me to speak today. My name is Catherine Bott. I live in Travis County. I'm a proud constituent of Senator Kirk Watson. I represent myself, and I oppose Senate Bill 1. First off, I'd like to say I've been here for 13 hours today, and I thank you all for your time and letting me speak. And I was actually staying with Ms. Theresa, sitting next to me at 17 hours, a little more over 17 hours ago. And I'm very happy to be sitting here. So I oppose this bill because it limits the rights and decisions I have as a young woman in the state of Texas. I understand the majority are Republican, but this is not about Republicans versus Democrats. This is women's health. And if y'all aren't listening to me right now, please look at me and listen, because this is a serious point. I'm a young woman. I have the right to choose what my body I have on it, and I don't believe you deserve to be inside of it or outside of it. This is mine. Okay? And I know that most of y'all have already set in stone your ideas and what you're going to vote on. And that's sad, because you're not listening to the people and the women of Texas. And I'm very sorry. You know, also, this is just, you know, this is a matter of living and breathing. We have rights too. It's not about the unborn. We have children in the state of Texas. I'm an adoptee as well. And I know how it feels to be completely let loose. I didn't know who my biological family was because of my biological mother's crazy alcoholic mind. And luckily, I have a family in Texas that loves me and adores me, and I have a freedom of speech and freedom of will. Thank you.
Thank you. Catherine, wait, you are Catherine Bach.
Yes, ma'am.
Blake Harley? Is Blake Harley here? Blake Harley was here in favor of the bill. I'm going to change that oral testimony to registering a physician. Theresa Cooper.
Hi, I'm Theresa Cooper.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm Theresa Cooper, Senate District 5, representing myself, and by the way, I do not need anybody protecting me from myself. I'm here testifying against SB 1. I'm a wife, a homeschooling mom, and as well as a moral person who values life and has an abiding faith in a universal God. I oppose SB 1 for a variety of reasons, starting with the remarkably unsound science and unscientific standards and terminologies included in the bill. SB 1 will limit access to reproductive health care as well as safe legal abortion procedures to women in many areas of Texas. I'm going to go off script here because all day I have been hearing a lot of really highly charged rhetoric, things like Holocaust, baby killing, murder. Perhaps I can understand that passion because when I think of a woman's fully realized personhood, someone like me sitting here, her demonstrated viability, her inalienable right to autonomy over her own body just as any man has, and how all of that is stripped of a woman by anyone who would force their will and judgment on her body and decisions. When I think of all that, yeah, I think of pretty charged words like subjugation of women, control of women, even servitude. With my pregnancies, I had truly spiritually joyous experiences through the pregnancies and births, and that included gestational diabetes and being hospitalized twice for preterm labor. That didn't matter. These children were very wanted by me. As much as I would love every woman to have that experience, I cannot force it on her. I see the pain and regret of some, not all women, but some women who feel...
Thank you, Ms. Cooper.
Thank you.
Melanie Wawa?
Yeah. That's pretty good, actually. My name is Melanie Wawa. I am representing myself. I am for SB 1. I'm from Williamson County and represented by Senator Schwartner. I witnessed all the hearings and the floor debates for the abortion clinic bills over the past few weeks. I want you to know that as a voter and a mother of a conservative Texas family, we support this bill. Although you heard roars of voices from the gallery during the last Senate floor debate, or watched as proponents were mocked and ridiculed during their testimony, you did not hear or see all of the voters. Some of us were at home taking care of our families, or we were at work supporting our families, but we were watching, and we were mortified at what happened here in our peacefully and legitimately elected governing body. We did not see democracy in action. We saw democracy being obstructed by an unruly, undisciplined mob. The decorum today has been excellent, and I commend you on that, and I appreciate that. I feel much better about the situation, and that's why I came here to testify, because I'm more concerned about the democratic process. But I am here today to urge you to carry out this bill's passage. We support you in this cause. We support life, that is my conservative Texas family. We believe the wanted baby and the unwanted baby are equally endowed by their Creator to the right to their life. I thank you all for your dedication to this important discussion, and I thank God for this civilized legislative procedure.
Thank you. Francis Wayland. Francis Wayland was initially signed up to provide oral testimony in opposition to the bill. I'm going to change that to registering physician, but not providing oral testimony. Thank you so much to this panel.